Good morning, everyone. It's let's see, can I see? Yep, it's about 8:34. Let's see what day it is. Wednesday, September 24th. And my regular morning walk. Actually, wasn't even really going to do it today, but Harley kept wanting to go. Yeah, that's right. He's wearing pink. Only real men wear pink. I'm not sure how good that view was, but forgot to bring my microphone, so I am gonna do it like this. Guess this is why selfie sticks were invented. Maybe I might want to consider investing in one of those. I just saw the iPhone 17 came out. I always said I'd switch to the iPhone when the 17 came out. That's my lucky number, and I just saw a commercial for it. 17 Pro. So, guess I'm gonna make the switch pretty soon. No, it's not a guess. I will be making the switch soon. Maybe a little bored with Android. So for any of you iPhone users out there wondering why you're not enjoying your iPhone so much, maybe you're just bored with them. Switch to Android for a while. So yesterday I was having some not so helpful thoughts about feeling like I'm not as accomplished or don't have as much to offer. And I ended up not sleeping very well. Well, first of all, yesterday was a very long, eventful, powerful day. And by the time I got home and ate, I just crashed. Today, I woke up, it was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. I just couldn't sleep because I was still thinking about being concerned that this guy from the school district and my partner for creating this hierarchy of needs game, feeling like they don't need me anymore. But then I remembered the truth. It was probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours I spent worried about how they were just going to come together and leave me behind. And oh man, did that make me inadequate? I felt inadequate. At a certain point, I felt frightened, and I felt like there was fear because I was afraid that they were just gonna use me or leave me behind. And I'm sharing these things because I'm under the impression that other men have these same feelings and thought patterns, some of them which may even keep them up at night, much like myself. And they're not sharing it with anyone. Maybe because they believe no one cares, or men aren't supposed to have those feelings, or as a man, you're just supposed to stuff them and deal with them. But I spent time with my feelings and started asking myself questions about the feelings that I was having. Why do I feel this way? What's causing this? Where's this coming from? Is this true? Is this how they feel? What if they believe they can't do this without me? What about that? What if that's true? She's a very busy mom who owns her own business and runs a micro school on top of the business. So she's very busy and doesn't have as much time to put towards the project as I do. Currently unemployed, which sucks, but that's not going to last. So we have a genuine opportunity right now to capitalize on the fact that I am not currently working. I am manpower and human power. I should say human power. I am human power. This rock looks so smooth. I don't know if you can see that. Get the right angle. It just looks like it's polished. Can you see that? Oh. So after spending about 3 hours plus with my thoughts, I remembered, I was like, okay, let's go back and like revisit the thing, because I was getting hung up on her saying to the guy, oh, he showed up late. So I've been late for a lot of stuff lately, and it sucks, and it's really embarrassing, and I don't understand. I mean, it's something I struggled with a lot as a kid, but now that I've gotten older, I thought I had a handle on it. I used to show up early for things, but that was after intense periods of work. I had to work at it. And then I experienced some trauma, and I backslid a little bit on that progress, but I've got tools, and I'm coming back with it, right? Not as quickly as I'd like, but you know, when it comes to self-improvement, late is always better than never. Always. So, okay, this is the part where we got to walk uphill, but I feel like this is really important, and I want to continue this video. So I'm going to switch hands with the dog leash in the camera. Good boy, Harley. So, where was I? Ah, yes. I had to remember, yes, to her, from her perspective, I was late, and that's what he heard. And when he looked at me, I'm sure he thought about the fact that I showed up late for Toastmasters the other day, and that I walked in after him today, 5 minutes after we were supposed to be there. And I even said something about how I was sliding into home plate on everything that day, because I was running late for everything, is really what I was saying. And the truth is, I wasn't even going to go. I had gone to another innovation jam prior to, and worked with a guy, and we came up with an idea for a game table and some chairs. And communication fell apart. He started working on his own prototype, and I couldn't really figure out how to fit in on this new prototype that he had started. He didn't seem to have the ability to explain or share his design or what he saw in his mind, and we just weren't able to meet in the middle and move forward. And then he got ill, and I didn't hear from him for like a month. Started to assume the worst. He finally got back to me. Oh, this feather's very pretty. Wow. And it was almost hard to see. I don't know if you can get a good look at that there. that's not a turkey feather. I don't think it is. It looks like no turkey I've ever seen. Maybe a young turkey. Or a jive turkey. Hey! So yeah. Oh, and I was in a play at the time. I was in rehearsals, doing an audition or something. So I had prior engagements. I still showed up, and she had been trying to figure out how to get this into. Oh, no, we're not running after that squirrel, Harley. Sorry, bud. She'd been trying to figure out how to get the game, how to put it together for a while, I guess, and she had a partner already when I walked in, and Kim, the lady hosting the event, she said you should go over there and join them. And leveraging the power of AI and machine learning, I busted out my phone and used ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. I'm not sure which one at this point. And use that to put in some basic concepts and principles. You know, it was difficult, of course, coming up with the prompts. But that's how the game came about. Was me spending a few minutes with the artificial intelligence that my school would have punished me for. And the use of that in a matter of a few minutes gave us tangible concepts that we were able to turn into a game that not only gave us the opportunity to win the competition, well, we all won in our own unique ways because everyone's game was different and valuable. But now there's this business possibility that could lead to not only income, but also the enrichment of the lives of other human beings. I just got to take a moment with that, because I used to feel really bad about not staying in school and regretting trying to hold that against the schools. But yeah, if I'm going to go to your school and you're going to take $100,000 or however much it would cost, even if you gave the tuition for free, that's still years of my life and effort and finance to support myself to be there. Why can't the schools just teach people how to use machine learning in a way that doesn't damage their brains? Because people are going to use it anyway. And I think it will turn people's brains into applesauce. We need creativity. We need human interaction. That's what the brain is built on. But I think we also need to leverage this technology while it's still under our control, because it won't be forever. But yeah, as amazing as her education in her school is, and as incredible as his history is, I realized not only was I an integral part of putting this program together, I was the one that made the connection between the two of them. Now he's fired up, now she's fired up, now I'm fired up. All of our lives have changed in some small degree because of a few conversations that I initiated. And I could do that with anything, not just Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I could do it with a pie chart of feelings. or the food pyramid, or anything, right? So there's a lot more potential left in what we have going on so far. And for me to feel like I don't have anything to offer or nothing to bring to the table is untrue. I have a lot to offer, and I have a lot to bring to the table, and we wouldn't have gotten this far without me. Now, granted, yeah, okay, and there's some people who are going to say, well, Steve Jobs built Apple, or and then they fired him. Or started Microsoft. Or, I'm sorry, my mind's all over the place right now. But yeah, he went off and started Pixar. He gave a whole speech about how painful it was to get fired from a place that he had built. But then what he went and made afterwards changed the world, just like the thing he made before. He's not the only one who can do that. I'm not the only one who can do that. I think you could do that too. Whoever you are watching this video. We all have the ability to affect the world in our own little way. I used to have this philosophy that I need to continue to remember. And it was that one man cannot change the world. But if every man who could make a dent did make a dent, then eventually the shape of the world would change. Yeah, that's what I'm going with today.